Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and we're going to continue with this stupid mobs thing, whatever it is. And as you can see, I have added in a few more values, and what is going on here is I'm taking X, and I'm taking Z, and that's its current X and Z. I'm getting the goal X and the goal Z. I have created a goal Y variable, and if the X does not equal goal X and Z does not equal goal Z, then the goal Y will equal 10, which means jump. If goal Y equals self.object.getVelocity or getVelocity.y, which means it'll continue its current velocity. So if it doesn't equal where it wants to equal, as if it's caught in a block, then jump. And we'll also do and goal dot or its current velocity dot y is less than or equal to 0, which could also be a bad thing, because if it is going down, it could technically jump and keep jumping, basically a double jump. And let's see what happens right now. It might not work correctly right now. I'm debugging the goal X versus the current X. Let's see. And we'll do goal X and X. Alright, let's see. I might have to look up a function to round this all. Oh, excuse me. Now let's see what happens when I do this. And it has jumped, and it is double jumping into the sky. Okay. X equals self.object. Okay. I have made a mistake by using self. And now basically all coding entities and basically anything you want to make is just trial and error. You just keep trying, finding bugs, reprogramming, etc. and etc. and etc. And it sounds boring because it is. But you know what? In the end of the day, after you have something that works great, is a great feeling to see what you've made works. Now, what I have here is a random thing. You can see the link, and this will return values when you round them. Now, to put a function that rounds into your entity, you're going to just paste it in first of all. We're going to take the function, cut it, do round equals function what position, and then you put a comma at the end. Now if you run self.round number precision, then you got something. It's fantastic. Let's try that out right now. Self.round, we'll do, let's see, X, we'll round it to the second thing, position, integer, whatever you want to call it. Decimal place, that's what I was trying to say. Real simple stuff. You could make entities lag machines, you could do whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. As long as the code does what you want it to do, then it's good, as long as you're happy, basically. Negative 0.65, and it does exactly what I need it to do, and that is absolutely wonderful. Now, what I can do here is, I can literally take these, paste them on here, and then close them. And then what I can do is paste these on here and close them. Now what I have here is a thing which will essentially make sure that these, or this, 2 decimal places in is equal to this, or equal to this, I mean. Now that's wonderful. That will make my job a lot easier. And now if I play it, let's see what happens. It's probably all going to explode now. No, just kidding. Let's see what happens. It should work correctly. If not, I'm going to have to round up to 1 less precision. And then be really imprecise about it. But you know what? It's just sometimes how the world works. Let's see if you just step around. Whoop, okay. On local, what a nil value. Let's see. Oh, man, I've actually done this wrong. I'm dumb. You guys just saw it. I'm dumb. Alright, let's see. Let's just fix this. See? I thought what I was doing was 100% correct, and let's just get this over here. Self-dot round is the what. Now this is the what. The what is that, and we'll just do a comma to separate, and we'll do 2n. Now that works correctly. I simply had the wrong mindset going on with that, implementing that function. Now it should all work correctly. Let's see how this goes. Oh boy. It's probably gonna crash. Oh boy, oh no. But that's good. Having the game just stop and telling you errors or crashing altogether is good, because it tells you about what you need to do. What is going on with this thing? Okay. It is kind of working. Alright, it works. Look at that. It works. It's flying away. It's not working. Let me just make it a little bit more imprecise, because too many float errors can cause that to happen. Or just the way floats work, it can make that happen. Could be that it's not getting to its desired velocity, even though it's setting it to its desired velocity. It's just a whole bunch of things. Could be math errors. Who knows? There's no node friction, and oh my goodness, it is lagging. All right, so now it'll jump over me. It'll jump over this. Come on, you can do it. Jump over that. It did it. Oh, then it immediately changed directions. Oh. See, once I make it more imprecise, it'll be able to do this. It'll just slide, and it'll just kind of slide across blocks instead of just doing this. Now, let's see this again. Let's trap one into a little area, called a little playpen. And we'll just see these things jump upstairs, basically. Okay, let's see. Oh boy, now they're just jumping around everywhere. They're crazy, they're out of control. They're jumping. These are like what happened when I was first programming slimes. So all of them got out. Y'all could figure out how to get out, and that's cool. And they seem to change direction whenever they jump, which is really strange. And having all these mobs running at once is really laggy. And they seem to just change direction whenever they jump. That's a really weird side effect. Let's see what I'm doing here. Okay. Act out behavior. On step, self.act out behavior. So it is running every single time. Alright, so let's see. That's just how it kind of goes for some reason. Could be the timer is like perfectly timing itself. So whenever I'm looking at it, it'll jump away or something. I'm not sure. But let's see. For it to stand in behavior 0, what we're going to do is just have it set its velocity to 0x and 0z, but it's just going to make sure to maintain whatever velocity and y it's doing, which is good and bad. If it's going upwards, it could go upwards. If it's going downwards, it could go downwards into water or whatever. But the main thing is, if it's flying upwards when it does that, it'll try to keep flying upwards. And let me just showcase that right now. I might be wrong because I did set the acceleration at -10, but you know what? Let's find out. All right. Well, here we are. Okay. All right. Oh, whoa, whoa, my goodness. Jump. Jump, my mobs, jump. It's so weird. These are basically slimes that slide around. All right. One of them has to stop. Oh, right. I need to disable the debug. Right, let's see this. Let's see how awful this handles. Now, what the goal is to have them stop and then just kind of fall wherever they are. But what's going to happen is they are going to fly away. See if I can catch one doing it. Okay. This one stopped. Chicken. Got a couple of these things in like a giant pen or something. And one more. Now I can showcase it. Let's get a bunch of these things in here. Okay, we got one that jumped out. Then he double jumped. Okay. It's gonna be really. There we go. Okay, they'll keep flying up. And now, to prevent that from happening, we're gonna do a goal. If what should we have here? If, and we'll change this. If self.object get velocity.y is greater than 0, then self.object get set. No, actually, we'll do a local variable. Local y equals, or just local y. Then we'll do y equals -10, else, and greater than 10, self.object get velocity, y equals. Now what's happening here is if it's above 0, so if it's going upwards, it's going to set its velocity y, which is its height, to -10, which will just slam it to the ground basically. Or we can set it to -1 actually. Now, if it's not, if it's going downwards, then else set its velocity to its current downwards velocity. And so we'll just change this to y. So basically we're going to stop the mob dead in its tracks if it's standing, which isn't realistic, but it's a stupid mob. It is just the basis of a mob. It's just the minimum requirements. Now if you want to get really into it, like really into making the mob AI really good, what we're going to have is local Lua modding, because there's no way to have a mob that looks good and it handles really well when having it handled by the server, because the server can only handle so much. Oh, he's double jumping away. He's doing it too. Oh my god, this is out of control. These stupid mobs are everywhere. That one just jumped for no reason. As you can see, using a lot of random integers versing each other creates some really weird effects, like double jumping and stuff. Alright, now what was the goal? What was the goal that I was doing here to showcase? Alright, so if they're resting and they stop, then they won't fly away. Now it seems to be working properly. They seem to be just randomly, what they'll do is they'll just plop down, they'll just look around whenever they try to update, and then if they go back to standing, then they'll just turn randomly in place, which is cool. That's cool. Alright. Now, another goal of this that randomly goes around the world And we'll just make this goal number 2 instead, because this is a whole different ball game right here. This is the last goal after we learn how to make it do it, or make it turn into the node that it's walking on. So we'll just mark this off as done. And now we're going to move on to goal number 2 in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video in about like an hour or so.